Okay, I have tech news in my brain. I'm gonna transfer it into yours. So that means I'm basically Professor X. I control your body now. Continue watching this video. You wouldn't think that the story of Cyberpunk 2077's release could get any more sad, but here we are. Developer CD Projekt Red has been the victim of a cyber attack, and the hackers have threatened to release the source code for Cyberpunk, an unreleased version of The Witcher 3, along with the main version, and the trading card game Gwent if CDPR doesn't pay up. But CDPR announced they would do no such thing.
We don't negotiate with terrorists.
Exactly, they're badasses. And really cool, just like V in the game Cyberpunk 2077. You haven't played it.
I've seen V for Vendetta.
Same thing. So, the hackers have already started to release the source code. Game files for Gwent are being shared in various places online, along with a text file that reads, "The next release is tomorrow." So if you were waiting for the game to be all patched up, glitch-free, and secure, you might be waiting a while. I mean, it's a vicious cycle. The hackers' message to the studio kind of made it sound like they were upset that the game was released in the sorry state that it was. Should have just pulled a Star Citizen. If you don't release it as an actual game, no one gets mad. They're like, it's a beta, it's okay. Intel's upcoming 11th gen Rocket Lake desktop processors will be backwards compatible with the current gen Z490 and H470 motherboards, but not with the lower end 400 series chipsets.
This changes my Intel upgrade.
Wait, does it?
Yeah.
Why are you happy about that?
Saving money.
Oh, okay. Now it's believed this limitation is due to the H410 and B460 chipsets being built on an older 22 nanometer process node, which must be pretty frickin' old since it feels like Intel has been on the 14 nanometer mode since
I was 14.
That's better.
Which is a long time.
I was gonna say since the Paleozoic, but that's better.
Same thing.
Well, Gigabyte has found a weird way around the limitation. They're going to release new H410 motherboards that actually use the H470 chipset, which is like great, but it doesn't help the people who already have an H410 board. It's like being prevented from filling up your car with gas, but hey, you can buy this new version of your same car. Just please don't buy a Ryzen. Please. And Signal, the new darling of the encrypted messaging community, is in a bit of hot water with that very community. It all started when Signal added support for a simple proxy that would allow users in countries like Iran to get around government network blocks. Community members pointed out that using the proxy wouldn't prevent the government from seeing that an individual has used it, which could still be dangerous. But because this objection was posted on GitHub, Signal shut down the thread, saying it should be discussed on the Signal forums, leading to a lot of finger pointing both ways, up, down, diagonally. Apparently, there are better ways for Signal to implement a proxy that might better hide user activity from government censors, but they're much more complicated. The point being, the entire concept of privacy is dead, and we should probably just wait for Mark Zuckerberg's world-leading machine to embrace us in its cold arms of death.
If these proxies suck, you might as well just be on Facebook Messenger.
Now it's time for Quick Bits, brought to you by Brilliant, the website and app that makes learning stuff not suck as much. Because instead of making you memorize facts like some kind of robot, Brilliant's approach is based on problem solving and active learning, with courses laid out like bite-sized pieces of a story you can interact with. Robots do not care about stories, trust me.
I don't.
Just pick a course you're into and get started, whether you want to learn programming, brush up on your algebra, or find out what the heck a neural network is. You could ask a robot about that. The first 200 people to head to brilliant.org/techlinked will get 20% off their annual premium subscription, so click the link below and get smart. Quick Bits is the way. Quick Bits is the Ubisoft is gonna move away from making those stupid old AAA story-based games and will focus more on free-to-play titles, since those make more money and they're butthurt after the Embracer Group, who just bought Gearbox, overtook them as the most valuable gaming company in Europe. I think this is great. You know, Ubisoft is gonna make a bunch of Star Wars games. Can't wait for the mobile game about how just before he got completely cynical, Luke opened a casino. Remember, the Force always wins. Steam has officially launched in China, although thanks to the Great Firewall, the platform will only have 41 titles available to start. Apparently, the rest of Steam's 48,000 game library will have to get individually approved by the government before it can be listed. Of course, that doesn't really matter when the player base for those 41 games together has more people than all of Canada. We got lots of room for activities. There's one right now. Facebook is reportedly working on a competitor to the invite-only social audio app Clubhouse, because obviously, Facebook can't tolerate an app getting popular that isn't owned by them. That wouldn't make any sense. Messenger, Instagram, WhatsApp, these are the only apps people use. You're telling me there's another app that people, destroy it. Andrew Spinsk, co-creator of popular sandbox game Terraria, announced the game's Stadia port is canceled after his Google accounts were locked for no discernible reason, kneecapping his company's workflow for weeks. Google's customer service bots responded to his requests, but apparently the latency was just too high. And Hyundai has announced another walking car concept, although this one isn't quite car-sized as it is dog-sized. Confusingly, however, the concept is called the Tiger X-1 and is designed to operate in extreme environments, maybe even the moon.
Or our workplace. It's crazy here.
Whoa, it's extreme, extreme. And while this is cool, I really just want to see if it could win in a fight with Spot. Robot fights! Destroy yourselves for my pleasure! All right, that's about enough of this. Come back on Friday for more tech news where we destroy your time for your pleasure.